This is your one and only Firespark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to Ark Mods Weekly, Episode 3, Part 2. And next up, I'm sure you all saw these two guys over here, and this is the Auction House mod. This mod needs to be picked up by Wildcard. This needs to be one of the funded mods because this thing deserves it. This thing is... I didn't even know. I don't even know what to say. The words, there's just no words. They won't come out because this mod is so freaking amazing. It actually connects to a third-party server in order to create an online auction house that is shared between multiple different servers. Pretty much anybody running this mod by default is connected to everybody else running this mod. If you don't think that's cool, then I don't know what cool is for you, because that's amazing. I've never seen anything like that. So, I mean, it's exactly what it states. It's exactly what the title is. It's an online auction house. Now you think, well, what if I don't want to be connected to every other mod out there, or every other person who's running this mod out there? What if I want my server and my server set up to have its own ecosystem, because I have a patch of servers of my own. You know, I have one hardcore server, I have a PvP server, and I have the Scorched Earth server. And I'm like, I don't want everybody else to be in on what those have. I want my economy to be this, you know, for those servers only, and I want it to be shared between those servers only. Yeah, it can do that. It has an INI setting that allows you to make it your own custom key that is only shared between servers with that custom key. So you can link to your own servers, you can link to just your friend's server, and it even uses some of the more popular currency mods out there, which is just, I mean, like I said, just words. I mean, I don't even know. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I'm done talking it up. Let's take a look at it. So we go in here, you can do browse or sell. We're just gonna do some browse. Now, I created these auctions because I didn't want to be connected to other servers that are running this, because they say that don't cheat and that they can detect if you're cheating, and I didn't know if me spawning in a bunch of resources and just buying some stuff would be considered cheating, and I didn't want to affect everybody else's servers that way. I didn't feel that that would be right to do. So I created a custom key. I'm not connected to anybody. This is just me. You can see that I've added these items here. We can't do any searching right now. And unfortunately, I wanted to show you all buying an item, but I can't buy my own items, which is kind of a downer. But the concept is you look through here and you find the items, and then once you have the item, you can click place a bid on it, or you can buy now. So it does have full auction capabilities. You can actually have people get into bidding wars and stuff like that, which is really cool. Or you can just flat out buy their name, or buy it at whatever price they have it set at. Once you buy the item, it is supposed to set up over here in the auction house mailbox. So if we come over here, you can do the fetch items, you can access the inventory, you can rename it, or you can demolish it. We're just gonna hit E. Yep, no items to fetch. We made the little monkey mad. If I hit F, we can actually go in and look at it. So let's go take a look at the Engrams real quick for this thing. So if you go into your Engrams and you just type in AUC, you can see that we have the auctioneer, we can learn that, and we have the mailbox, and we can learn that. And then we're gonna go into our crafting, and we're gonna type AU again, and it's gonna bring it up. The mailbox is gonna cost us 1 wood, and the auction house is gonna cost us 1 wood. Now, if you don't want the ability for people to make the auction house on your server, it does have the ability for you to disable that. So you can create a central place on your island where, you know, your own custom auction house, wherever you want on your island, tell people that's where it's at. They can come, buy, sell, all that good stuff. Then you can allow them to craft these, and then they can have that back at their house and go back to their house and pick up their goods from their mailbox. I mean, it's just so customizable. Anyway, let's go back here because I wanted to show you all something real quick. If you notice, there is a current bid. Now, I can't bid on my own items and I can't buy my own items, but there is already a current bid level set. At 100, your current bid level is going to be 20. At 1, it's going to be 0. At 200, it's going to be 40. So it looks like it takes, if I'm not mistaken, I would say that is 20%. If my math is wrong, please feel free to correct me. But I think that's 20% of your total price of whatever you set it at is what it's going to set the starting bid at. So before anybody even bids, it's going to have a current bid on it unless it's unable to do that. So you see, like I said, I have this set to 1. This has no bid, but these all do have bids. So I just wanted to point that out. So that's something to keep in mind when you're setting your price. Know that you're at least going to get 20% of what you wanted for the item. And you can set it for whatever you want. Let's create an auction because I want to show you all that as well. So we go in here, looks through your inventory, shows you what you have. I picked up some fiber, so let's sell this fiber. What do we want to exchange it for? Let's exchange it for some oil. And it has a slider. Notice how it showed up the little arrows back and forth. You can slide or you can click on it and name a price. Let's do 5. And then you just click create an auction. The monkey gives you a little hand sign and shows you, you did a good job. And you go back in here and there you go. You have it. It's set. Your current bid is set to 1 and your buyout price is 5. Absolutely amazing mod. Kudos to the mod author that made this. I mean, you are amazing. This is an amazing mod, and this sets a new standard for Ark modding. I mean, it really does. Like, the fact that it connects to an external server to get a job done and to connect other servers together it just blows my mind. Okay, I'm done talking up this mod. I'm just in case you couldn't tell, I really like it. I really think it's a cool concept. And last but not least, Eco is added again with her new mod, Shoppe Decor. This mod is amazing. It's just amazing. Look at this stuff. This author, when it comes to decorating your server and having stuff just to really fill out the game and make it feel more like a living, breathing environment than just running around taming dinosaurs, this mod author is your go-to source. I fully recommend and support every freaking server that is modded. Now, if you want to play vanilla and you want to keep it classic, then, you don't play with mods, that's cool. You do your thing. But if you're modded and you're running a modded server, you should really just have all of her mods. Just go get all of them. Because, I mean, look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. Look at the detail and the amount of work that goes in to all of this stuff. So let's get to it. Let's get to find out how you get this stuff. There's actually 4 crafting benches that you see here, as opposed to her normal single crafting bench style. I think pretty much all of her other mods have single crafting benches. I could be wrong, but this one does have 4. So let's go into our Engrams real quick. And once you are in your Engrams, if you want to find these crafting stations quick and easy, just type in craft. It's going to bring them all up right here. So we're just going to go through and learn them all. There is 4 different tables, like I stated. And you have your market, your shop, your upholster, and your awning and sign crafting. And once you have that done, you can come over here to your crafting and you can type in craft once again, and you can see them right here. This first one is going to cost you 150 wood and 50 thatch. This next one is going to cost you 50 thatch and 150 wood. This next one's going to cost you, apparently they alternate, so it looks like they're all going to cost you 150 wood and 50 thatch for each of these, depending on what stuff you want to build. I mean, you might as well just learn them all, because let's face it, if you're downloading this mod, you're going to want access to all of this awesome stuff. So I have these kind of split up a little bit. We're going to go here to this first one. And this one is, I don't know if you want to call it your main one, but this has a lot of like your more shoppy themed stuff in it. So you can see you can make the like armors, you can make the stands, you can make the crates, the tables, and all of that cool stuff, this giant blueprint and stuff like that. Let's go over here and let's take a look at some of the stuff that comes from that crafting table. Now, all of the stuff you see, back up a little bit here, in my view here right now, comes from this table. So let's start right here. Actually, look at this, look at the detail. You actually have a compy down there moving and eating a piece of rotten meat. How freaking awesome is that? I mean, look, these individual ears of corn, your berries, just so much stuff. Look at all this, all the different weapons in Ark, the ammunition packaged up. So freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. This is for like your building goods, your pearls, your stone, all of that stuff. And for some reason, textures aren't really popping on that. I'm not sure what's going on with my texture effects right now. Anyway, the fish barrel, and a lot of these are inventory. So you can see here, this has 100 storage. If we come over here, this one has 200 storage. This one has storage as well. A lot of these are actual useful items and not just, you know, things that are just pretty to look at. You can actually make use of them. Now this is one of those things that's just pretty to look at. This is your ammo stand. You know, it could go along with the table here. I mean, look at all this stuff. Look, it freaking massive gun in the back. Looks like it's part of a turret. So freaking amazing. You got your different armors. And this is just a sample. Now keep in mind, I just placed some of this stuff. I didn't place everything because I don't want to show every individual thing, because what I want you to do is go download the mod and check it out for yourself so you can be impressed with it and keep it and love it and build all the things. Anyway, we got this awesome blueprint. Look at the detail that goes. Look at all this detail. The, what is this? The Manticore Armor? Forgot what it was called there for a second. Now look at these. So freaking awesome. I love this mod. I pretty much love all of Eco's mods because there's so much work that goes into them and so much detail. Like you could have like this whole shop scene set up and have these in there. So awesome. So great. Great mod. Blueprint table. Of course, it holds inventory. Okay, let's go on to the next one because I am taking up tons of time. So your next table here is going to be your bookshelves, your tables, and things to set on those tables. Let's craft one of those up real quick, and I will place it so you can see how it places. And here's your bookshelves, and they are, of course, storage. You got 25 slots in that one, 45 slots in that one. You have a table. I actually placed this stuff on this table. I placed the tablecloth, I placed the Rex, and I placed the flippers there. So all of that stuff can be picked up. This is just, when I placed it, was a plain wooden table. Also placed the chair, but we'll get into that here in a second. Same with this table. I did not place the tea set that comes on this table. I did, however, place the flowers on there. So let's see if we can add a spider to this table. Is that a spider? What is that? Or is that a bug? I don't know. I didn't look at the thing when I just made it. Oh, that's one of the bugs from Scorched Earth. So, you know, there you go. You can place your little bug from Scorched Earth on there. Little plushie, just like the dinosaur or the T-Rex there. Absolutely awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now, this one's just chairs. That's all this one's for. I don't know if stuff will be added to this later or not, but it has the ability in the tables there, so stuff could be added to it easy later. It allows you to make a couple different chairs. I have one here that I've placed, and apparently I double tap jump anyway. So you can sit on the chair just like you would expect, hang out, all that good stuff. The chairs are usable, and there is a bunch of different kinds of chairs. Last but not least, we have the signage and the awnings, and there are a bunch of different signs, but I have a couple here that just to show off. So the awnings can be placed over windows, but I advise having another piece over top, you know, a normal wall piece over top of your window so the sign can attach to it. Otherwise, the awning, I mean, can attach to it, because otherwise the awning ends up like over the actual window and not above it. So keep that in mind when you're placing that. You can also place it over top of doors pretty easily. And there's this little sign right here. And of course, you can pick up all of this stuff. All this stuff can always be picked up. And then you have this absolutely gorgeous sign here that says Armory. I really love the style. I feel the style fits the theme of Ark without any additional mods or anything like that added on to change anything. Like, it fits the classic Ark theme and looks amazing. And that is gonna wrap it up for this episode. Before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to my Firestarter crew. Thanks for hitting that notification bell and being the first to comment. Also, to my Patreon supporters, thank you so much for all of your support. You all are amazing, as well as all the fans out there. I could not do this without all of you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, Thanks for watching.